Good afternoon. Pierce Transit is looking to close 214 bus stops by late March. As you were saying, the goal is to streamline services to make sure customers are able to get where they need to be as soon as possible. But is that what riders want? Pierce Transit is hoping to provide a smoother ride next spring.
The end goal here is to speed up the system.
The agency plans to move forward on a proposal to remove over 10% of all stops on their bus lines. Pierce Transit argues that reducing the amount of stops will address one of the most common complaints it gets. The buses just take too long to get to their destination. One of its bus lines has 21 stops on a single mile of road. With so many stops so close together, Rebecca Japhet says it can take way too long to get where you need to go.
As you add more stops, the bus has to pull out of traffic, they have to let people off, people come on, they pay their fare, they're seated, and then you got to get back into traffic. So every time that happens, it slows the system down. So you can see on a graph that the system really does slow down over time.
But the agency says it wants to make sure that the closures are spread out as evenly as possible, so the loss isn't felt too hard.
We want to make sure we're not disproportionately impacting minority or low-income populations in a disproportionate way. So you take a step back and look at all of the neighborhoods and make sure that you're not disproportionately impacting those folks.
The reaction to the news has been mixed, and some say all the stops are necessary.
What would happen for the people that's disabled and don't qualify for a show?
The time it takes for people to board and hop off at each stop is minimal. So I think, if it makes that big a difference in accessibility for people who, it could help them that much more to have to wheelchair themselves 500 feet less, 5 blocks less. It's worth it to have that extra stop.
But Japhet says Pierce Transit is more than willing to put stops back if they need to.
If we did hear a lot of feedback about a particular stop or two, you bet. We'd be more than open. Like I said, we want to serve our customers the best way we can.
Now, Japhet went on to say that these closures could potentially save Pierce Transit money, but she said that any savings would be put back into improving services. Now, if anyone is trying to figure out if their stop is closed, make sure to head to their website at piercetransit.org. And if you have any feedback or if you would like to make sure that your stop is saved, then make sure to fill out the form on their website. But for now, we're live in Tacoma. Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.